Generative AI is changing how we work, and it's happening way faster than anyone expected. So the question really isn't if you'll use it, but how. How can you harness all this power to get ahead without putting yourself or your company at risk? All right, let's get into it. First off, this is not some far-off futuristic trend. It's happening right now. A recent report from the tech advisory firm Virtualization Options LLC found that, get this, more than half of all employees are already using generative AI tools every single day.
And the payoff? It's immediate. On average, people are saving nearly 4 hours every single week. Just think about that for a second. What would you do with an extra half day every single week to focus on the work that actually matters?
And it gets even crazier. When you zoom in on those routine tasks, the email drafting, summarizing reports, all that stuff, that productivity gain jumps to a staggering 40%. This isn't just another app on your phone. It's a fundamental shift in how we get work done.
So, what is it that makes this tool so revolutionary? The best part is, it's not just for coders or data scientists anymore. Let's break down what generative AI actually is and why it's basically like adding a superpower to your professional toolkit.
The key word here, the one you really need to remember, is create. See, older AI, it just analyzes or sorts information that's already out there. But generative AI, it produces brand new, original content. It doesn't just find an answer for you, it synthesizes everything it knows to write a completely new email, design a new image, or draft a new proposal just for you.
But you've heard the saying, right? With great power comes great responsibility. Before you dive in headfirst, you have to understand the hidden dangers, because messing this up, even by accident, can have some really serious consequences.
Okay, so one of the weirdest and most critical risks is something called an AI hallucination. This is exactly what it sounds like. The AI just makes things up. It can invent facts, statistics, even entire sources that sound completely plausible but are totally fake. And the scariest part, it presents these fabrications with absolute unwavering confidence.
And believe me, this isn't just a hypothetical problem. This really happened. A lawyer's reputation was damaged, and their firm faced serious sanctions from the court, all because they trusted the AI's output without verifying it. This is the big lesson here. No matter what, you are always responsible for the final output.
Now, beyond hallucinations, there's an even bigger, more immediate risk: data leakage. Anytime you paste sensitive information, like this, into a public AI tool, you are essentially causing a data breach. That information can then be used to train future models, putting it completely outside of your company's control, forever.
Okay, so now that we're all clear on the risks, and a little freaked out maybe, let's build your playbook for using AI safely. This isn't about avoiding AI, it's about using it smartly. And it all comes down to a few simple, really memorable rules.
It really just boils down to these 3 things. Rule 1, protect your data. Never ever input confidential information. Rule 2, verify everything. You are the final fact checker, always. And Rule 3, stick to the tools your company has approved. They have the enterprise-grade security you need.
All right, so how do these rules actually look in your day-to-day work? Let's stop talking theory and jump into practice with some real-world examples.
The difference between using AI safely and unsafely can be incredibly simple. Look at this. The unsafe prompt on the left uses a specific employee's name and private performance data. Big no-no. But the safe prompt on the right, it just asks for a template to solve the same kind of problem. You get the same useful result, but you've completely protected that sensitive information.
This workflow here shows the perfect partnership. Think of it like a division of labor. You let the AI handle the routine first drafts, the ad copy, the meeting summary, the agenda. But you, the human, provide the high-value strategic direction, the brand voice, the critical interpretation, the final call. You delegate the what, but you always direct the why.
So, what does all this mean for the future of your job? Well, the biggest misconception out there is that AI is here to replace us. The reality, though, is actually way more interesting than that.
The folks who are going to be most effective are the ones who adopt what we call an augmentation mindset. Think of AI as your co-pilot. It handles the navigation, the routine system checks, freeing you up to focus on the destination, handle any unexpected turbulence, and make those critical, strategic decisions that only a human can.
And here's the paradox of the AI era. As the machines get smarter, our uniquely human skills become more valuable than ever before. Your ability to think critically, to solve problems creatively, to connect with people on an emotional level, that's what will define success in the years ahead.
So, ultimately, this is the question we're all left with.
By using AI safely and strategically, you're not just becoming more efficient, you're creating time, you're creating mental space. Space to be more creative, more strategic, and to solve bigger, more interesting problems. The future isn't about working against the machine, it's about what you can achieve with it.